This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Deathmark. In the last episode, we beat Mary for good, at least for the most part. Obviously sealing her away, so she may come back another day, but for now, we don't have to deal with her. However, it seems like the story ain't over. We've got some of the mark bearers have returned after whatever they've been doing. I guess maybe it's just a get-together. This is the beginning of the extra bonus chapter, the 6th chapter of the game, which apparently this game came out originally on the PS Vita, and you don't get this extra thing if you got the normal ending. The game ends because obviously you possibly get killed by Mary or whatever happens there. But on the Vita version of this, you didn't get this chapter immediately. You had to download it. But obviously on the PS4, and I think this is on Steam as well as a couple other places, you automatically get the 6th chapter if you beat the game and get the good ending. So let's see what last little chapter and extra little goodies our companions and the main character, the mark bearers and other things have to deal with. Let's see, how do we... That's kind of inconvenient. Hey, don't joke like that. Tsukasa will think you're serious. I was being serious. I thought we'd be annoying you, but Miss Moe said we would be fine, so... I don't think I really gave Tsukasa... I'm trying to remember if I actually gave him a voice or not. Oh, I think I tried to give him like a Cockney accent, but I'm not very good at that. I haven't seen them both together since the mark. Noe's come by sometimes for interviews and the like for a cult magazine. But this is the first time I've seen Tsukasa Yoshida since then. I wasn't really concerned over him, but I'll admit I'm relieved to see him and see he's alright. Aw, I'm glad to see you well. Have you gotten the chance to relax? I have. But aren't you busy with entrance exams? Do you have time to waste doing this? Breaks are important. As an adult, you should understand that. Yeah, you're right. Dot dot dot. I glance over to see Moe staring at me. What is it? It's just, I'm working hard at my job too. You don't have anything to say? Oh, I know you are. It's only natural to work hard. Don't catch a cold. I can't think of anything appropriate, so... Don't catch a cold? What? It's obvious you're clueless. Don't worry yourself. Not that I'll gain anything by having you praise me. But no way am I a match for Tsukasa. He works crazy hard. He is first in the recent mock tests. That's only natural. After all, I have a goal. You do? I've never heard him mention it. Or maybe I should say I never expected him to say he has a goal. You have something you're trying to accomplish? All parents are lawyers, so I'm thinking of entering the juridical. Juridical? That can't be how it's pronounced. No, that's it. Juridical profession, but I feel like that's wrong. Was thinking, huh? Has he changed his mind then? Wow, that's a cool dream. Jurassic, so you like dinosaurs too? Wow, I forgot. I didn't remember her being such an airhead. And I thought I was airhead. Tsukasa's glare is full of contempt. Not Jurassic, juridical, as in walking and dealing with the law. Are you really in high school, Moe? I've never been at a loss for words before. To be honest, now I'm not sure. If possible, I'd like to ask you for your opinion, mister. Is that alright? I don't mind, but I'm kind of surprised. Who'd think Tsukasa would ask me for advice? All instant, I was strapped up and installed it. Now I know there are so many incomprehensible things in the world. I'll consider going into science in order to elucidate them. We've got a few scientist friends, so... Well, parents, I feel that would be difficult to tell them. Ah, I see. That's what's going on. It's a serious predicament. You don't seem like someone who has much in the way of work experience. But what do you think I should do? Think it over first. Tell him how now. Then reconsider. To tell the truth, I'm not sure what to say, but he has probably been dreaming of being a lawyer since he was very small. He shouldn't change his course on a whim. Maybe see if his current path works out first. So that's what I tell him. I'll see. It's true I can always change my mind whenever I want. Thank you very much. I feel a bit better now. There you go. I have no idea if my advice was really helpful or not, but Tsukasa bows politely to me. Great, you good now? Your future is bright, unlike this old guy here, so don't worry so much. Old? I'm 37, I'm not old. That's not true. I'm sure he also says a bra. They both look at me. Nope, can't picture it. But that's what makes him approachable, so he's good to vent to, at least. Thanks. Well, there's definitely all things only he can do. Honestly, I can't think of any myself. I could make a good pot of coffee, but that's not really what they're talking about. Oh, I mean, there's that doll. Tsukasa falls silent. It seems my expression gave me away. Have you not made any much progress? Nothing I can share at the moment. I've researched everything I can. Mary's true identity is as elusive as smoke or a fart in the wind. I still haven't managed to find clues. So I'm taking a bit of a break right now. I'm glossing over it, but to be honest, any sort of tension has vanished. My rest hasn't relaxed me. It's more like I'm a balloon that's lost all its air. If I was risking my life and facing death every day, it might be different, but right now my determination to move forward that I had back then is gone. No, you need determination. Undertale told us better, man. That's not so. I'm sorry, I had no idea. It might be for the best of you to rest and relax a bit. How about a trip to improve your mood? I'll be a good idea. I'm about to reply to that when there's another knock at the door. Who could that be? Yes, who is it? I don't like your tone. How about this? Moe calls out playfully like she lives here and skips over to answer the door. Skips? Who skips? Coming in. I don't know whose voice is. The brisk voice belongs to Mashida. The ex-detective Satori Mashida. Hey, what's all this? When did you start a daycare? Huh? Mr. Mashida, why are you here? Did you come to see us? Moe is clearly excited, but Tsukasa is collected as he bows politely. I'll want your debt for your by then. Still, I'm surprised I didn't think we'd be able to meet here. Mashida gives an annoying shake of his head. I'm the one asking why you're here. Damn, we're going in circles now. Oh, we're going in circles, over there, going in circles. Don't worry, I know you're happy to see us. You're always hiding your feelings. Oh, but what a huge coincidence. We've gotten everyone from the Hanako case back together again. Hooray. This is totally destiny. Destiny? What do you think picking a penny off the ground is destiny as well? I feel conflicted seeing your innocent smile. If everyone's happy after such a horrific event, then maybe it'll fade quickly to memory. Everyone, huh? In that case, one being is missing. Are you talking about Mary? As he mutters, he glances at the spot in the room. It would be best to change the subject. So, why are you here? I have something to ask you first. He answers me with a question, like usual. You know, if I could change the voice, I'd probably make Mashida sound like a gumshoe private detective. You know, like try to do a Humphrey Bogart with him. But Undertag, you told that fortune teller about my office, didn't you? Does he mean Tawaka Yasuko? Yeah, it might have come up while I was talking to her about Mary. Why'd you have to go and do that? Now I'm drowning under investigation requests. Wait, does that mean... Are you a private eye, Mr. Mashida? Moe butts in, her eyes shining. She's not timid, I'll grant you that. Wow, I guess you'd be pretty good at that. Oh, if you get an entry to your job, bring me along with you. Even Mashida can only blink at her innocence. And this is exactly why it's annoying. Still, when I think about it, Mashida's complaints don't make much sense. How could he be disadvantaged by my sharing his info with Yusuka, who's incredibly famous? He himself said he was drowning under requests. I only told her about your office. What's wrong with that? Getting job requests is good, isn't it? You know, make the move up. What detective hates too many requests? Plus, he only just started. Even if he's insanely talented, there's no way he's already overwhelmed. It depends on what the request is about. The only one I got is the worst. Did he just hesitate? Ashita? It's your fault that this happened. So, Atterdag. Yes? I'm going to have you help me. Help you? Help me? Help you? Help me? Help you? Wait a minute, what are we talking about here? Can you guess based on the context? I believe he's telling you he wants you help with a detective job. Wow, I can't really picture him working as a private eye, though. If you were to investigate a supernatural phenomenon, that would be per... Exclamation point, question mark. Wait, don't tell me. This worst request ever that you got. We all hold our breath as we stare at Mashita. Exactly, a spirit might be involved. Uh-oh. Wait, it can't be as intense now that Mary's not here anymore. It's gotta be weaker than that, so we don't have anything to worry about. It's a good opportunity. This is what I heard from the old fortune teller. If you can't already guess, this is basically the chapter where, like, all the characters from all the other games basically work together. Chapter 6, Little Red Riding Hood. Is a big bad wolf going to be involved? Who knows? But yeah, this is the chapter where basically all the marks come together type of situation. So I like that they added a chapter where all the marks meet each other. I mean, spoilers. I mean, it's pretty obvious if they all came back, so... I mean, they mentioned that you can already tell because the 3 characters from the first case appear, but then they mentioned the fortune teller from a previous story, which means they're all going to be tied into this. No, this is totally for real, I swear. I think I saw something really bad on that love hotel. Oh, this is just someone telling a story. I'm just going to do my very best. I think I saw something real bad on that love hotel street the other day. Heard about the Red Riding Hood girl? Rumor about people disappearing after entering the love hotel in K-City? On rainy days, this girl stands by the road like she's trying to get customers. Anyone who goes in the hotel with her ends up missing. Here's the kicker. Eventually they're found, but their heads are so messed up they can't even remember their names. Some end up dying in the hospital, others jump in front of trains. Yeah, unfortunately that's happened before. People who commit suicide in Japan will just, like, run onto the train set. I feel bad. Well, 1, it sucks that someone commits suicide, but 2, I feel bad for the people who have to go to work, because if you treat trains and how they're supposed to be organized now, people are supposed to get to work on time and all this other stuff, it messes up your day big time. I totally forgot when I walked around at night the last time it rained. And there was a girl in a red raincoat there, so I thought I'd chat her up. When I got close to her... Tell me, are you... She suddenly starts whispering to me. I got real creeped out, so I bolted. No, I'm serious. Seriously glad she didn't follow me. Thinking back on it, something was odd. It wasn't raining that hard, but she was the only one who was soaked from head to toe. Later, I realized that raincoat was probably soaked with blood. I knew that was gonna. Before it even said, I was like, "It's gonna say blood, isn't it?" Usually, bad creepypastas have stuff like that. It's like blood. Thick blood. Bloody blood, blood, blood. That's all I was told. Oh, I'm sorry, but I must say that sounds like a simple ghost story. The rainy shopping district and the red raincoat are all suspicious. Too raw. Mashita ignores Tsukasa, looking straight at me instead. It's enough to make me concerned. I'll leave the rest to you, Atterdag. Wait, you're not gonna help me? Solve it yourself. I'm bogged down with my other cases. I don't have time to spare. It's your fault that the old lady brought this to me. So you need to take responsibility. But thanks. Come on, you can help out a little. Too. Oh, good. The editorial department might have some info on a case like this. And your investigation needs an assistant, right? Oh, good. Sounds like a bad anime. Or like a weekly anime or something like that, you know, Ghost of the Week type of thing. Did you learn nothing, Miss Moe? Isn't this what put you in danger last time? Last time. Those words draw my eyes immediately to a certain spot. Sofas. I hate sofas. Even the red ones. She's not here anymore, and the same thing won't happen. It can't. But somewhere deep in my heart, I'm anxious. Don't work yourself up. It's more likely that's just a lie. A bunch of it sounds like it was made up. That's why it's such a pain to have an absurd request like this brought to me. Masha's right. It's highly likely the whole story was made up. If I had to point out anything concerning about it, it's pretty detailed for just a rumor, and it leaves the same kind of impression as rumors of real spirits. But it's better be safe than sorry. If it does end up true, then we need to act now, yeah? ... Okay, I'll do it. I hoped you'd say that. You better get rid... No, I'm going alone. What? No way, that's not fair. I knew she'd complain, but I can't put her in harm's way. Listen, Moe, I need you to search for info. I've got no way to research these rumors, and you have access to a lot more than me. Use your position to gather information. I really hate sitting out and watching you do everything. If that's how I can help best, then that's what I'll do this time. This time? If you find anything out, tell me, okay? Promise. No, you won't do that. It's settled. Masha takes out a notebook, rips out a page, and hands it to me. The address of the hotel, Masquerade. It's abandoned now, though. Meet there at 8, tomorrow night. 8 p.m.? I have to go at a specific time? The client set the time. The old lady said she'd call in help, so it's probably a scheduled thing. I don't have to handle this alone, then. Plus, this is Yosoka, so I'm sure she has some kind of plan in mind. Well then, I need to get to my other cases. Mashita turns on his heel and vanishes out of the front door. Bye, Mashita! As far as I know, I don't think we'll see him for the rest of the chapter until at the very end. Or he just suddenly turns around. But he's just as suddenly back. What's wrong? Weren't you leaving? Nothing. Just realized it's a little late for kids to be wandering around outside. Mashita calls out to the other two. Hey, you two. I'll drive you back, so hurry up and get in the car. Get in the fucking car! Oh, is that okay? Hey, Monarch, I'm taking your fucking car. I'll take you up on that. Oh, great, it's pretty late. It's W. All the mister, we'll be going. I think that's all we see of them for the rest of chapter 2, I think, for the most part. The rhythmic ticking of the grandfather clock echoes through the hall. How long has it been since those three went home? I sit and mull over what Mashita told me. I have a bad feeling about this. It's perfectly reasonable to believe it's just rumors, normal case even. But the more I think about it, the more I'm doubting it. ... I avert my eyes from the sofa. Man, you got PTSD from the sofa, huh? Just because of what you had to deal with. ... I silently ask its absent master a question. But of course, there's no way she'd reply. Hey Sofa, how much wood could a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? The next evening. I get ready and leave my room with heavy steps. The clock says it's 6 on the dot. It's still early for the meet-up time. I guess unconsciously I'm a little impatient. I'm already ready. There's no reason to wait here at the mansion. Hey, at least you don't have to go straight to the convenience store every time now. Guess I'll go. You can just hang around, masquerade, maybe find another love hotel, you know. I'll just kill time there if I'm early. I'll learn the truth in and out. It'll be quick. Easy peasy, Gary Teasy. I turn the car key. My mood improves somewhat. New info added to the spirit file. Rumors of Red Riding Hood. Oh, and of course we don't have any partner, so I can't do anything in the bag. Nope, no bag. Do these have new? I guess. Let me. Girl came to ask out from Saya. No, it seems. Looks like they're all the same. Mansion. Seen, death, survived. No, I guess those are all the same. Okay, just checking. Alright, Red Riding Hood. Rumors of Red Riding Hood Other. One day, as summer comes to an end, Moe and Tsukasa suddenly come to visit. As we're catching up, another former mark bearer appears. It's Mashita. Before our surprise can even settle in, he starts telling us about a request that the fortune teller, Tawaka Yusuka, brought to him. There's a ghost story that takes place on the hotel street in K-City. A young girl wearing a red raincoat appears on rainy days, and if anyone who enters a hotel with her ends up missing. Even worse, they're later discovered to have gone insane and tragically ended their lives. That's the dark rumor swirling around K-City. Okay. Mashita makes me investigate the rumors because he's pissed I told Yusuka about his office. Moe gets excited about the occult, but I can't get her involved again, so I ask her to gather info for me while I visit the hotel in question. Masquerade alone. Mashita thinks the whole mess is bull, but for some reason I'm uneasy. Maybe it's just my imagination. Alright, and then there's no one to talk to. May as well head out now. According to the Mashita note, Masquerade is in the center of K-City. It's not far, but I don't know the area, so no harm in leaving a little early. Alright, let's get out of here. To Masquerade! Ho! Actually, I think there's a video game called Masquerade, and then there's also the tabletop RPG Vampire the Masquerade, which I played a little bit of it. I tried doing the LARP thing when I was younger. That was creepy. I think probably the LARPing stuff's better nowadays, but when I first went to it, I don't know, there's just something weird about it. Because it was back during the 90s where everyone, like, wanted to act cool, you know, so everyone was dressed up in trench coats and wearing black, and I was the only one wearing, like, colorful clothes. And not that I didn't wear black either, you know. Although I have a lot of I have a lot of black clothes in my repertoire of clothing, but that's because I got a lot of it free from places. And for some reason, a lot of the free stuff is either just plain white or plain black. So it's like, so it's not like I have it on purpose. It's just like, well, they gave it to me, so whatever, I'll wear it. But anyway, it was weird. That's why I don't do LARPs anymore. I also used to do Melee too, but that kind of got awkward after a while too. But anyway, I'm just a guy who likes my own privacy and everything. So after a while, anything like that gets weird. I arrive at the designated hotel 20 minutes before the meeting time. The rain falling when I left Kujo Mansion has now turned into a drizzle. I park my car in a lot and walk to the street. The hotel, my destination, stands at the end. So that's it. There's hardly anyone on this neon-lit street, perhaps because of the rain. Didn't that rumor... Red Riding Hood appears when it rains. It's perfect night to investigate the rumor. It's a perfect night to have a curse. The hotel in question doesn't seem to be particularly guarded against intruders either. Anyone could step in if they wanted. I see, so that's why it's the focal point of the rumor. People going in the abandoned hotel on a dare, running across suspicious people or squatters. Then their stories get exaggerated and we get the rumors at the basis of this case. I bet someone was seen in red clothes and it turned into Red Riding Hood, because people like to exaggerate. That's probably how it really is. My heart suddenly feels a lot lighter. I guess I was taking this too seriously after all. Ho ho ho! Nothing's gonna happen. We're just gonna go in there and come out, and then, you know, we'll have a few pints and we'll blow over till morning. Now that I've gotten rid of one worry, though, this time something else starts bugging me. I'm a grown man standing alone in the middle of this road in the red light district. Actually, that's not too surprising, depending on, you know, where you are in the world. I mean, have you gone to Amsterdam or no? It wasn't Amsterdam. There's like a couple cities in the world that have like really popular red light districts because it's accepted there. Is it Amsterdam? No, Amsterdam's more known for, you know, the different substances being smoked. Of course, Amsterdam could have that too. I'm not sure. Anyway, whatever. ... This isn't gonna do any good for my reputation. What reputation? I should get out of the rain until it's time to meet. I glance around the area for a place. Oh, is that you, Edderdag? I don't know who it is, so... No. Oh, there you go. Wait, that's a little... It's been a while. A woman in a lab coat appears. It's Madoka Hiru. Why is it playing, like, 1930s, or 1930s private detective music when the dame... You know, you ever read those stories or watch those old pulp comics where the, you know, the day was like any other, and then this dame walked in. She was quite a looker, legs for days, and black hair going down to her back. She had a worried look on her face, you know, that type of thing. Except with Hiru, that when she talks, it'd be like something different. Hiru? I heard I had helped. Or I heard I helped. I didn't think it'd be you. Yeah, I thought you'd stay away from all the ghost stories after a while, after what happened. You know, with your fear of the supernatural.
What, you don't approve? Take your complaints up with Yusuka.
No complaints here. No complaints here. I'm glad it's you. No comment. No comment. No comment. Whenever Hiro comes across anything that's unrealistic, it shakes her to the core. With that weakness, it's hard to say whether she'll be of any help.
Oh, thanks so much for that.
Well, you were kind of an asshole for a long time, and you still kind of are. So my neck tingles from the strength of her judging stare. I wasn't expecting her to have changed, and she definitely hasn't. Do you still visit the underground shelter? Now we're getting that awkward conversation. It's like, so, how long have you been here? No.
Yes, only once in a while. I've been busy with work recently, so I haven't had the time. What are things going on here?
Nothing exciting. I'm taking some time to relax.
I wasn't really asking about you personally.
Oh, see, this is why we don't care about you two.
Whatever, I think I have a particular picture now.
Hiro glances down at her watch distractedly. Is something wrong?
No, he should be here soon. Oh wait, there he is.
I follow Hiro's gaze to find... Damn it.
Yeah.
Hello, did I make
What
you
is
wait
this?
for me? Damn it. You were rounded up for this too?
That's not a nice way to put it, but yes, basically. Yusuka insisted, so I'll be accompanying you today.
Hey, do we actually get to have more than one person in the group this time?
And don't worry about me, my health has been much better since then. My cough has mostly gone away too.
Oh, really? He seems to be pretty confident about that, but he looks as pale as ever. But it's his body and he's a doctor, so if he says he's fine, I'll just have to believe him. Except doctors have been notoriously known to be the worst types of patients. Anyway, I met with Hiro just recently, but, well, I hope we work well together again.
I can't think an unscientific investigation gets me very excited, but I know the old woman, so this is how I'll pay her back.
Oops, I mixed my vampire voice with the Russian voice. You owe her?
Yeah, it's almost impossible to get your hands on old army documents, but she's got a lot of inputs, so I had to pull some exchange for me. Well, I guess not just her. You saved me too back when all that stuff was going on. It's not like I don't feel indebted to you.
Thanks. ... It's weird when she thanks you. Doesn't sound like a thanks. I see. Thanks. I can't say I never ever expected Hiro to feel that way, but in a situation like this, I'm grateful. By the way, is it okay for both of you to walk around in your lab coats? Shouldn't you change? It's because the art director didn't want to draw another... That's the only problem I have with a lot of visual novels, that they never change like what the characters wear or give them different like expressions. So I generally like this game, but it suffers from a lot of VN, like where it's like they never get put in different outfits. They only give them like 2 or 3 expressions, and you know it's just like it's a visual novel, people. You know. Anyway,
This is a professional work. During an investigation like this, it's actually even better than...
well, if you're doing a investigation for the local authority. Ah, Hiro's cell phone rings in her pocket.
Oh, give me a second. Sorry, I've got an email. Let's see here.
Hiro checks the screen, her back turned to me. Time to grab that ass. No, I'm just kidding. Hiro seems as busy as ever. I'm fairly busy myself. Sure you are, Doc. Actually, you probably are. You're a doctor, right? So, or that are going golfing. Sorry to drag you all the way out here, then. No, don't worry about it. If you're after something, I want to help you out. After all, we overcame that horrible trial together. To us, your friend, a comrade in arms, a fellow marketer. Well, that is true, but that isn't what I hoped you'd say.
Sorry for the interruption, but it was an important message. The last person wants to make it. I was cut by your manager.
I think that's the only mention of Ai we get is this. Ai, she means the idol Ai Kashiwagi. Sounds like she's keeping busy. She's keeping busy too. Bringing a popular idol to a place like this sounds like a pure nightmare.
So here.
Hiro hands me her cell phone. What are you doing?
She's still on the line. She wanted to apologize to you herself.
I don't really need...
Quit your grumbling and take the call.
Hiro shoves the phone into my hand without letting me get a word in edgewise. Guess I have no choice. My voice when I speak into the phone is surprisingly meek. Hello? Hi?
Oh, is that you, Mr. Underdog? Good morning, it's me, Kashawagi. I'm so sorry. I'll regret not being able to help you for the rest of my life.
Her whirlwind of words is the same as always, energetic and full of exaggeration. What else will she have to tell us? Will Hiru and Damon be good enough to solve the crime? Will we run across any other people from the stories? Find out next time in the next episode of Death Mark. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.